Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my IGTV. I've been debating whether or not I wanted to bring this video to you, solely because I feel like a lot of people really are trying to just be calm and collected and present with themselves, and that is magic, and I think that is so important. That's hugely important. But I also think awareness and guidance towards what's going to help shift the vibration on the planet is extremely important right now. And I'm seeing so many people sharing powerful messages, bringing messages of self-love and presence, but also saying like, hey, maybe this is what we need to look at. Clearly things aren't working for us. So let's really get present. We have this time to bring clarity and to bring focus to shifting. As we take a pause, we can decide how we want to move forward. So this is something that has really come to my attention, and I really feel like it's important to acknowledge. And I want to say, before I say anything, that this isn't saying like, oh, this is this is unavoidable, or this is something that can't be shifted. The point of making this video is to say that it can be shifted. That's the whole point. So I want to make sure that that's in the awareness as I shared this information with you. And I feel like I'm getting this from my own intuition, but I'm really feeling like this is kind of something we need to look at and not a lot of people are talking about. So a lot of us believe and have been looking forward to, our planet ascending into the 5D, 6D, and really coming into a space of oneness and this, the state of awareness and collective community and collective compassion and just, bringing together into a whole new world. And we also know that things have to be a vibrational match to be in each other's space, right? Your reality is a reflection of your personal vibration. And so when someone comes into your vibration, you either have to shift to the other person's vibration, and usually whatever person is holding the strongest vibration is the one that holds that frequency. So you either have to join them or you have to leave their space. That's kind of how it works. And so as we ascend, our planet, the literal crystal rock that we are living on, is ascending into 5D. And as we collectively ascend, and we are all responsible for our own vibration, how we want to see the world, how are we going to engage in the world, and our personal healing and our shadow work and our positive focus. We are all responsible for our own collective vibration as a collective, but also personally. And so as the planet is ascending, which we know it is, like it's going there, it's there, that's what's happening. We either have to shift our vibration to more of a 5D reality, which is oneness, understanding, truth, connection, unconditional love, or we can't be on the planet anymore. And I know that sounds scary because there is this fear of the unknown. And there is this feeling of, but I like it the way it is. This is what's comfortable. And I just want to bring some awareness because I've really been thinking about this current situation we're all in and how it really affects the world and the individual beings that it interacts with, right? So unlike a natural disaster where it can like take out a whole swath of people, or different countries are having different interactions with weather and things of that sort, disease is interesting, right? Because it can go through and it feels like it's randomly picking individuals, or if your immune system's not good, or, if you're older or whatever. And so it is kind of an equalizer in a very interesting sort of way. And I've been listening with awareness, not judgment, but awareness of the demographics that's affecting most. And this isn't a blame game. This is more for awareness so we can look at it and go, oh, wow, like, that's something to be present with, right? So I want to start off with, the older generations. They are going to be the ones that are most stuck in the old paradigms. the old energies. And a lot of them, if we're going to be real, are not really willing to shift into new awareness, not really doing shadow work. They're not getting present with consciousness. There is a lot of resistance. They grew up in a time where things, you rejected yourself most of the time. So within them, there's a lot of fracturing, and then they see the world as very black and white. So their vibration is very much in duality. It's very much in an illusion of separateness. And it doesn't really align with this new frequency we're moving into. The other group that is really struggling is people with autoimmune disorders, people who have chronic illness, people who already have pre-existing conditions. Now, if we look at why people have dis-ease in their body, if we look at the vibration of dis-ease, it's because of stagnant energy. It's wounds that haven't been looked at and healed. So that vibration is also in a lower state. So these people are the people who are struggling the most with stagnant vibration, with duality, with a rejection of self, which we know isn't really in alignment with where the planet is going. The people who are doing the soul work, the people who are creating community, seeing other as themselves, whether it's human or not, these are the people who are going to be in a higher vibrational state, more in alignment with the 5D and where the planet is shifting. Now, as a collective, we all have shadow. This is not excluding anyone from shifting. We all collectively have our stuff to work on. We all have our specific brand of fear. We all have specific ego pieces and stories. So this is not excluding anyone. This is not like, oh, well, I'm doing yoga every day, so I'm good. That's not what this is about. We are a collective consciousness. So it's important to recognize what it is for each of us that we need to work on to help us create oneness within ourselves and to engage with oneness outside of us. So if there's a group of people that you feel disconnected from, look at that, explore that. Why do you feel that separateness? If there's someone you're really struggling with and you're feeling a lot of resistance to, explore that. What is that wound you need to heal and integrate? If you're feeling a disconnection from the other beings, the rest of the planet, maybe it's how you affect the planet environmentally. Maybe it's how you consume other beings in your diet. How are they suffering? How are you in disconnection from understanding that they are a part of you? All of these aspects are things that we need to look at collectively as a planet. Even if you aren't on an individual level engaging in as much of those things, as a collective we are. And so look at the things that you naturally engage in that you don't really think about. Where is your electricity coming from? Where are your clothes made? Are you being conscious of how you consume, the words coming out of your mouth? Do your words reflect what you want to create or the internal wounding you have? These are all super important, because even if you speak words that aren't really resonant with you, you are still creating distance maybe with someone else who may believe them or, feels a rejection of that. So right now it's about getting present with your own personal healing. Getting around things that are vibrationally elevating, turn off the TV, allow yourself to get present with nature, with your spirit guides, with your family. If you can't connect with people in your individual space, connect with them in the ways you can. This is about getting present with yourself, nurturing your body. A lot of us feel like our body is this thing that's kind of always against us, whether we don't feel good, and a lot of us don't. And that's that stagnant energy we need to look at. We all have those things, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or physically. They are all the same system, just manifested in different ways. So start looking at where those energies are stagnant. Look at those beliefs that aren't feeling good for you. Are you feeling a lack in a certain area? Look at that. If there's a lack, there isn't an awareness of oneness in that area. So it's really important to start getting really mindful with yourself. Start understanding the connections we have. Look at your pets. Look at the nature. Start understanding that we are all made out of energy. We are all the same. Everything has a consciousness to it. Everything has a cycle to it. We are way more similar to everything around us than we are different. So start recognizing those things. Understanding that we are all collective creators and creations. Understand that your body is perfectly tuned to show you where that stagnant energy is. So if you're feeling a pain, if you're feeling, a tension, go there, get present with it. Don't reject it, don't numb it, don't try to, take something so you don't feel it. Get present with it, honor your body, and really say, hey, let's connect. Let's understand what's going on here. Your body is an amazing, amazing biological energy being, aspect of you that can show you where you're out of alignment. And it is so powerful that we have that. Don't try to reject the body. Even a lot of people in the spiritual, we're all about, oh, I'm an extraterrestrial, I'm a star seed, this is a prison planet. That does not help. You're rejecting a genuine aspect of yourself that has come here on the planet to incarnate for this personal soul journey. If you are going to leave the planet, you're not being present with what's going on here. This is the evolution. This is the soul evolution that we chose into. And it may feel crunchy and it may feel uncomfortable, but that is because we are in resistance to shift. When we engage with the new and say, okay, let's look at this. What is it we need to engage with now? How can I be present with this uncomfortable feeling? That creates oneness, and that creates community within yourself and with the collective. And that is the energy we need to bring in. So if you have people in your life who you are feeling really stagnant around, maybe it's your grandparents, maybe it's your neighbor, maybe it's, someone who politically differs from you, someone who you just don't feel understands you, who you feel has attacked you, get present. Understand that people who are in pain and who are stagnant and who are in resistance to shift are in their own pain. They have their wounds. These beliefs run deep. So it doesn't mean you have to engage with them in the physical. You can sit and have compassion for them without judgment. Say, hey, they are on their journey. There are aspects of them that are unconscious. And we know when there's aspects that are unconscious and disconnected, it is painful, whether we're aware of it or not. It creates stagnation for us. And so come to a level of compassion. Say, you are another me. I understand there's aspects of me that are unconscious and there is a reflection there. And that is okay. I am engaging with it. I am honoring it. I'm doing the shadow work. Tell them you love them. Tell them, hey, I'm here for you if you need it. And if they reject that, come to it with love. Understand that they have probably never felt genuine connection. They've never felt this idea of oneness. So we can be present with that. We can own that and say, hey, there are aspects of within me that also feel that way. And so I honor that within you. Instead of rejecting it and creating more separateness, I honor you. I take your needs as yourself. Where is the fear? Where is the misunderstanding? Most people reject because there's a fear. There's a belief that the other isn't going to take care of us. And most of the beings on our planet, that is all they have really known. And so as we become mindful, as we become conscious, we can look at that and say, I see that disconnection. I see that pain body. And instead of judging it, we can own it with love and say, hey, you are a part of me and therefore your needs matter to me. How can I assist you? How can I bring presence to you? Because most of these people have not had people around them or situations where they've had genuine, unconditional love presented to them. And unconditional means unconditional. It means, hey, I see the stuff and I'm here for it. I am present for it with love and with love for myself. I'm owning my love and I see your pain. I understand your pain and I'm here to assist you in whatever way you need. Be present and navigate that within a self-loving energy. So that can be from a distance. That can be really present depending on your intuition. All of these things are beautiful and exactly what they need to be. Trust your intuition, trust your internal guidance system. Remove the fears out of your head and literally consciously bring your awareness into your heart space, into your root chakra. Be present with yourselves. Release the tension from your body. Get into movement. Get into flow. Stagnant energy is in that duality. It's that, the different vibrations. Get into movement, into that flow. Everything is connected. Dance. Get into nature. Connect with others, whether they're in your home or here in the digital space. We are very, very fortunate and blessed to be able to connect consciously because there is no real. If your consciousness is focused in an area, it has the ability to connect. The belief that you can't connect deeply enough in the physical, if you have to be physical to connect deeply, is again in that illusion of separateness. So get present with that, get peaceful in that, and understand what and how you can see it differently. See what you can see differently. If there's something you feel really disconnected to, look at it. Understand it, engage in it, get present with it. We have all the time we need to do this. So thank you guys so much for listening. You are beautiful. You are amazing. So many blessings to you. Thank you. Namaste. And don't forget, it is all about the soul journey.